Hi everyone, DeAnn here. So I had my first Spinraza injection yesterday, which was September 14th, and it was successful. It was kind of a long day. It's about a 2.5 hour drive from where I live to the clinic that does the injection. And I did get there a little bit early, and they were able to get me in early as well, so that was good. And everyone is very helpful and willing to answer any questions and explain the whole process. I had to sign a piece of paper giving my consent to do the spinal injection, that I understand all the risks associated with it. And the doctor did come in beforehand and explain what the procedure was and the risks. The risks are basically the same with any lumbar puncture. There's a risk of leaking spinal fluid, a risk of infection. But with since my spine is fused, there is a slightly higher risk because they have to go in at a different angle, and they could get close to other organs. However, the doctor assured me that he didn't think that would be a problem, and it wasn't. And so that's basically what the pre-visit was about. And then as far as the injection went, it was CT guided. And he had to go in. It was weird. I didn't really, when you think of a lumbar puncture, you think of going through your back, like behind, along your spinal cord. However, when the spine is fused, it usually isn't possible to do it that way. And so he actually went in kind of directly on the side of me, which was really, I didn't expect that. But with the CT guided scan, I was able to pretty much watch the process on a screen. It looked like something from outer space, because it was like gray, and there's a bright blob in the middle where your spinal cord was, and the little blob over here that was your kidney, and then you could kind of see the needle going in, and they do like a graph sticker that they put on you and put you through the machine a couple times, so they kind of pinpoint the spot where he wants to go in. And then they numb you up really good so you don't feel much. I did feel pressure when the needle was poked in, and a little bit when he got to the spinal cord. He said he had to work around some bone fragments, and that's probably what I was feeling. But it wasn't excruciatingly painful or anything, and like today, I wouldn't even know anything happened. So the procedure itself went really well, and after the procedure, they have you lay on your back for about half an hour, and then they just recommend that you recline and just take it easy for the rest of the day. Just so like that spinal fluid doesn't leak out or anything like that. And when they do the injection, they take out a certain amount of spinal fluid, and then they inject the Spinraza. That's that same amount that they took out. So there really isn't issues with losing spinal fluid and getting a headache from that, which was one of the most common side effects is headache. So everything went well. I don't feel any different. You don't really know what to expect, but I suppose, you don't really feel anything until maybe after all your loading doses. My game plan is just to move as much as I can, and hopefully those muscles will start responding and picking up the phone, I guess, is kind of how I describe it. They're so used to dropped calls that they might not answer the phone right away, so I gotta get them working again to do that. I know they're really excited about the results in children and infants, and they've just really started doing the injections in adults. So it'll take a while to see kind of what effects that it will have, and I'm hoping that it will be positive. Um, I have here, this is a little squeeze ball. The eyes are supposed to pop out when you squeeze it. And of course, I can't make it happen. But this is what I think is really cool. Before Spinraza, I knew that I couldn't make his eyes pop out, and I probably never would if I couldn't do it then. Um, with Spinraza, at least there's the possibility that I'll be able to do that. Um, and that's something that we never had before with spinal muscular atrophy. Kind of, you use it or lose it, and you'll probably lose it eventually anyway. And with Spinraza, now if you use your muscles, you might be able to improve that. That's just my take on it. Every individual is going to vary, and I'm hoping that I have positive results. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions or comments, just let me know. I'll just try and answer what I can. Like I said, it's different for every individual, but I thought I'd just share with you my experience. So have a good day. We'll talk again. Bye.